Hello, hope you're doing well today. Today we're going to be going over an issue with the bases and how you can fix them. Alright, so if you've noticed by now, Dune gets really dark inside your base in the middle of the day. Alright, you'll get pitch black in your base. So we got to figure out how to fix that issue. Okay, but first thing we need to know is why this is happening. And what we need to understand what's going on. So as it gets brighter, as the daytime gets brighter, the game automatically adjusts your gamma down. As it gets darker, it automatically adjusts your gamma up. This is so that during the brightest time of the day, we don't all get this big white screen and are blinded while we're outside. This is causing an issue for a very small period of time during the game, right? Between like noon and 3 or something like that. All right, during that time, moving around your base is gonna look like this. All right, it's kind of ridiculous, and if you drop a light, you don't get any. It doesn't help, right? No light source really helps with it. And that's because your gamma is being pushed down to defeat the effects of lighting. So there are a few options. Okay, so the first thing you need to figure out is where the sun comes up, where most of the light hits the side of your bases during the day and during the evening. And that's the sides we're going to want to deal with. So for my base, that's kind of northeast and the southwest kind of side. One thing you can do is sign up for Twitch drops and watch Dune on Twitch for a couple hours, and you'll get access to this skin, right? And it'll allow you to put windows in here, and you put those on the walls. For me, the south and north side, and that kind of helps. Putting up a few lights will kind of help, and they'll definitely help at night. You don't need very many. Yeah, this pack also comes with a cool floor that has a light in it, and you can use this to kind of see. It doesn't put off a lot of light, but you can put it in an area where you need to be moving around in your base at during the day. And then it'll tell you where you can go, right? It'll highlight kind of an area for you. As you can see, as it's getting noon, it's getting darker in here, even with these things going on, right? So one of the other things you can do is knock holes in your base. It will make it harder to get certain water still areas. You'll still always have sheltered, but you'll need to build specific areas for water sealed. So, like for me to get water sealed, I have to kind of be in the middle. But if I was to go to the edges, I wouldn't be water sealed anymore if I did this. But instead of these windows, we could just knock those out. Right, if we don't want to do Twitch drops or something like that, we could just knock those windows out. Right, if we remove those windows, it would let a lot more light in. And then the thing that helps the most is knocking the ceiling out. So we want to come up and we would want to do a 2x2 hole in the center of our building all the way up. At least a 2x2 hole. Right, then if you're worried about other players or you need to keep water sealed or something like that, you can use a shield wall here. And I know shield walls can kind of be expensive on the generator, but this is a 3x3 shield wall. And let's see. And here it shows that it's only using 27 power. All right, so not bad, less than one generator worth. So we can get a couple of these in here. You can do the same thing. Instead of just knocking holes out, we could put the shield wall here, a 2x2 shield wall. So let's throw in a 2x2 shield wall just to show you. All right, so we place a 2x2, and we place a 2x1 shield wall, right? And we can use this window, and it only uses 12 power. So we can pop a few of these into our base, and even one of these for driving in and out, and it'll let a lot more light in. And as you can see, this is kind of what it's like during the day. All right, and if you need a little bit more light, check this out. So we can see just a little bit more where we're going. Eventually, you get the ability to make these, and they are called, let's see, what is this? Yeah, under still products, it's called a personal light, and it goes into this light here, and you just hit the 0 key to activate it. And you can walk around, and you can see better in your base during the day. For some reason, this light works, while these lights don't work very well during the just a few minutes of the day. And you see, we're already starting to move past it in just the time of this video. We're already starting to move past it, so it's not much of every day, but it can be really annoying if you're in your base trying to do stuff. So the best option really is going to be the shield walls, if you can afford them. The next best would be knocking out the walls, and then these windows work okay, but not amazing. But they still, they let a little more light in than you would have normally. So those are pretty much the ways to solve this issue. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button. Have an awesome day.